Hi guys, welcome again. Today we have very important subject, but it's very easy and interesting. I'm talking about colors and gradient in Adobe Illustrator. Let's start. We have two types of coloring, one color or gradient, and both of them has a tool. Now we will start talking about basic coloring with one color. In the color tool I have two squares, two buttons, and three modes. The first square for the fill, the second square for the stroke, and these arrows to swap between the stroke and fill, like this. Now I make the fill with black and the stroke with white. Again, and if I click on the stroke, it will be above the second square. And the second button here for default fill and stroke. The default fill and stroke, the stroke with black and fill with white. If I change the fill for red and click on the default, it will return to the white. The three modes for one color, like this, or gradient, like this, and none, for none colors. You can open a color tool in a window from the window menu and color. You find the fill and the stroke and the modes and the color guide for the shades and tints. Now we will talk about the gradient tool for coloring with more than one color. To use the gradient tool you should make a gradient first. So I will make an ellipse for an example, like this, and double tap on the gradient tool or on the gradient, and the default gradient is between black and white, and you can change it by double click on this circle to choose another color, like a green, orange, red, and the other one. And this point to move from the first color to the second color, like this. I can make the red more than the yellow, or the yellow more than the red, and I can add more colors to the gradient. If I stop at any point, I show this plus icon, double click to add a new color, like this. And to delete this, only select it and delete stop. And here you have three types of gradient. The linear gradient for make it align, and you have the angle like 90, 30, the angle of gradient, and the radial gradient for make it rounded, and again you have the angle and the aspect ratio for the percentage between the height and the width, and you can make the width more than the height or the height more than the width. And you have the reverse option to reverse these colors, to make the first one here and the second one here, like this. The last type of gradient, the free from gradient, to make a gradient by yourself by two ways. The first one by points, like this. I have here 5 points, and I can choose the color of 1 point. and I can change the position of all points. The second way, by lines, to make a lines between the points like this. To make it more simple, and you can delete the last point by this option. The rule of the gradient tool is to select the direction of the gradient like this. If I make it linear, I can choose the direction of the gradient by drawing like this. And I can change the space of the first color and the second color like this. For an example, I will make this logo by the gradient tool. That was all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you have any question, leave it in comments and I will be happy to answer it. Goodbye.